Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I hope you're all well this morning. Lovely to see you all here. And today we started slightly later. I did set up a brand new show, change the show to what I was originally going to do, and hence why it took a few more minutes. But today we have to pay attention to this. As investors and just fellow human beings, we have to pay attention to this. I know a lot of people have been making all kinds of predictions about war and everything else and how it affects the economy forever. And people always do because bad news sells. And I have said I won't do it until it's absolutely necessary and it's relevant and has some value. Well, today I believe it does. Today we've got a whole new level, a whole new set of parameters. So we have to talk about it and prepare for it. As investors, of course, that's what we are here, investing. So we have to be aware of it. So I'm just going to allow everyone to come in. Once everyone comes in, we're going to start this special. Wow, 57 people here in the first second. That was amazing. Didn't expect that as I just changed the stream. So just give us a moment. Let's get everybody in, welcome everybody in, and then we'll start the event. But we have to be prepared for this morning. There's no point ignoring this. This is something a little bit different. Okay? So before we get into it, consider subscribing to our channel if you like live news, real news, honest news. I'm live here 12 hours a day, here to support and help people, not to sell videos. Today's subject, prepare for war. I don't do it. Very, very, very rarely I do it. Some channels do it all the time. But today I decided it was the right thing to do because we need to look at something specific. Okay. I really don't like doing it unless it's absolutely essential and provides value to the show. So please tap the like button and share this good news out, that we are going to bring some good news. We are going to bring some good news. Not all doom and gloom, even though war is in the title. Please do tap the like button if you can. Share this out. And welcome everybody. Let's see who's here, and then we'll start the event. Good morning, Rick McGrath. Good morning to you. Thank you for all your messages. Appreciate it. Good morning. Hello everyone. Tan Pek Hong. Good morning for Tan. How are you? Nobody7. Good morning. DJ Hayes. Good morning to you. Lance Strength. How are you this morning? I'd like to know how everybody is. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you are. Every one of you. I do want to know how everybody is. Salim, good morning to you. What's up, my friend? Todd Burns, good morning to you. Trump for a better world, says New York 5x5. Everyone has a voice here. Everyone can share their opinions. Absolutely. That's what we do. We're a completely open channel. Please do tap the like button. I do want to share this out before we start. I want to get to 100 likes before we start the main event in a few minutes. Hello, Sawley. Good morning to you. Hello, Sorrily Reed. Hi, Tan. Good morning, Mike Ernestus. Gupus sees. Mike, good morning. Kamala Harris, 2024. So we have Harris supporters and Trump supporters here. You are all welcome. I'm completely neutral. I'm about to start my US citizenship. I'm going to become a citizen of the United States, starting that process next year. Good morning, Martin and Mike. Good morning to you, Tim Rogers. Hi, Tim. It's such a privilege waking up to your European voice. I love it. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But we are talking about quite an important subject this morning. Once we get 100 likes in, 100 people in, we're going to start. So we're just we're at 25 likes now, 72 likes. Please tap the like button. At 100, YouTube will suggest it out, and we'll start the main event. Hello, Morrow. Good morning to you. Good morning. Super tired. Slept too much last night. Drank Red Bull. Helped me get going. I like the taste of Red Bull, I have to be honest. Good morning. I'm all right, Martin. Good. I'm glad you're well. In London now, actually. So I'm seeing this in the new day. Lovely, Tan. Tan is one of our new members, joined from Singapore, and a young gentleman, and he's starting off with a very, very wise head. And it's great to have him here. He's gone to London. If I remember correctly, Tan, you said you were going to London and you were going to study in a London college or university for business, if I remember correctly. So good luck to you. Daily Charlotte May weddings visit. Go check them out. Lovely. I shall be mentioning them shortly. Thank you, Savage. Being in the military, situations in the world are getting worse. I'm doing great, but I'm getting more concerned. Yes, we all are, and it's why I'm mentioning it today. I never touch dramatic headlines like I have today. You know I don't do it. It's not the style of my show. However, I've done it today. I've tried to not make it sensationalistic, but I want it to be factual, and I want it to be said today, because today we need to talk about something specific. Hi, Stacey. Good morning to you. You should have already gotten your citizenship from the US. Why do they make it so hard for you but not hard for others? I've got my green card. It took me a few years. It was very expensive. And now I'm going to start citizenship. It's very expensive and timely, but I will go through the process and I will do it correctly. Did you say Harris support? In that case, Trump won the election. Did you say a Harris supporter? In that case, Trump won the election. I'm not sure what you mean, Rick. I said we've got a Harris supporter in the channel. We've got Trump supporters in the channel. We are completely neutral. Everyone can share their voice here. Hi, Frederick. Good morning. Meet Kevin rubbing off on you. Just joke. Yeah, no. It's the first war title I have done for a specific reason. Not to sell videos, but to prepare my investors. All right, that's what's important. Right, let's start. We're at 83 now. If we could just get 100 likes, we're going to start our new story. And the reason why I ask for likes is I want to share this story out. It's not all bad news. It's not all bad news. It's not great news, but it's not all bad news. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 83 watching. Bring it up. 83 watching. 38 likes so far. 39. Let's get to 100 and then we'll start the story. All right. $37. Oops, jumping up now. We want to start our new story at 100 likes each morning if we can. 45 likes, 47. It's moving up quickly. If you can tap the like button, because then YouTube will suggest the video out, and then we can start our new story. But we will start. Oh, 50. It's moving quickly. Let me have a look. 50 now. Halfway there. How many are watching now? 102. There you go. It's always the 50% because certain parts of the world don't sign to Google. Don't know why that is. We're about to report on a major news item. We're at 59. I'm going to start in 1 minute because I don't want to delay. We've got a good audience now. Let's see if we can get 100. 59. It's going up quickly. We want to put some good news out. This is not bad. Well, it's not good news, but it's not all bad news. That's why I'm saying this. 61. 61. How many are watching now? 96. We're nearly there. 4 more and we'll start the news. We'll start at 100. Fantastic. 4 more to go. Are we going to get there? And then we'll start our news to say straight away. 67 likes now. 96. Very close. I do this because I want this news suggested out. It's really, really important to suggest accurate news out. 67, 102. Fantastic. We've got 102. We'll make a start. All right. Thank you very much, guys. 102 watching, and YouTube will suggest this out in a few moments as we pass the 100 likes, which we will, I'm sure. 69 now. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's get straight to it. Let me just finish the comments. Good morning, Martin and fellow investors. This hard for me to vote for someone that tried to literally steal a presidential election. I'm Harris, Walsh all the way, just saying, Todd Burns. Everybody here has a voice, Republican and Democrat, all have a voice here on the show. Absolutely right. We share everyone's opinions. Trump won the election 2020 just to trigger humor, that's all. Okay, we'll share everyone's thoughts. Mike, it is what it is. We joined for a reason. It would be hard to fight a two-front war. Our enemies know this. Sending love and prayers. So good morning, Martin. Hope you're well. Kamala Harris 2024. Look, we got SoNG. We got a bit of a political war going on here in the chat. Anyway, suggested for me. There you go. Nathan Cad. The video was suggested to you. See, it works. Kevin B. Good luck all. Okay, let's get straight into it. News here at the moment coming through? No, I thought there was news, but it stopped again. Right, let's get straight into it, folks. Thank you for all sharing the stream out. I appreciate it. Now then, let's do this. Okay. I changed the order of show today. Started slightly later because I wanted to bring you something different. And I want to bring this to everyone's attention. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Lots of subscribers coming in this morning. This morning, I believe, and somebody might correct me, but I believe for the very first time, I have gone with this title. You know how I don't like to do this. I don't like doing this because people always try to sell bad news because it makes them money, it sells videos, it sells press, it sells the news. I don't do it because I try to aim to be the most honest, live person on YouTube TV. I'm here to help people, not to sell videos. I'm here to share my experiences of traveling all around the world, 195 countries. Yes, I've been to every country, and I've had successes and failures in my life, and I try to share my experiences with you honestly and openly. I answer every question. I speak to everybody. Everybody has a voice. Everybody can call in. You can promote your favorite politician. You can hate your favorite politician. I don't mind. Everyone here has a voice. So this channel is not about selling videos or grabbing headlines. Over the last few months and few years and forever, people are always trying to grab headlines of war and drama and doom and gloom and World War III, and I don't touch it. I don't touch it because it would bring the channel into a kind of a pit of nonsense, and it would be down in the gutter. And I aim to provide, I hope, a better service that's not about selling videos. And unfortunately, this sort of stuff sells. This morning, I am covering this story, and I hope I haven't been dramatic. I don't believe I have. War prepared. This is aimed at investors today. This is not aimed at spreading information about doom and gloom and war and all the rest of it. It is alerting you of the latest footing of a potential war and how, as investors, we should prepare for it. So, today is relevant. For the first time since I've been doing this channel for 3 years, I believe today it's relevant because something has happened very, very different in history. And I follow history. I've been following history all my life. And some of the people that report on YouTube have been following history for 5 minutes and pick up their news from all kinds of crazy places like TikTok and drama videos on YouTube. I don't wish to do that. But today, we have to cover something which has an impact on all of us as investors. So we need to be aware of it. Okay? There is a change. Now, we all know what's going on in the Middle East. We all know what's going on in the Ukraine, I guess. I guess most people are familiar with what is going on. And most of it is the sort of thing that's been going on forever. We've been fighting wars forever. Human beings don't seem to have the capacity to learn from our mistakes. It just goes on forever. And there are certain things that do affect economics, of course. particularly when we talk about supply chains, disruption. Also, markets don't like uncertainty. Now, just because we've got a war, if a war breaks out, it doesn't mean everyone should dump their stock and go somewhere else, because where are you going to go? You have to play chess, not checkers. You have to consider many moves ahead, not just one. So, if World War III starts tomorrow, which it's not, spoiler alert, I'm going to jump straight to that. There's not going to be World War III. I don't believe that for a minute. And I'll explain further on into the video. This is a live stream. I'm making this live. So for those of you that are with me, you understand that. There's not going to be a World War III. However, what's happening now is in many levels first time in history, and it could seriously impact supply chains. I am not concerned for my portfolio, and I'll cover that in a moment as well, because it's all about, for me, where I am right now, enterprise money. I wouldn't be investing in certain stocks, and we'll cover that in the video as well. So let's first of all talk about what actually is happening today. Why is today so important? Well, we have got an escalation in the Middle East of a paramilitary group, Hezbollah. You may have heard of those. They are based out of Lebanon, and they, for the first time in history, have attacked Israel. Now, that is very, very significant, and that means a great deal, hence why I'm covering this morning. So before we go any further, we need to understand, and please bear with me, this is going to be a reasonably lengthy video because there's a lot to talk about here. We need to understand how it affects and how it doesn't affect our investments here on the stock market. So the first thing we want to cover is what has actually happened overnight, and I've chosen specific information sources that I verified and checked, not grabbing headlines, not doom and gloom, not selling World War III, but giving reliable on-the-ground sources, reliable based upon history, facts, and all the rest of it. So first of all, what's happened? Who are Hezbollah? Let's have a listen to this, and I'll break down everything as we go, okay? Very, very important. Here we go.
It's the worst-case scenario the Middle East has feared for nearly a year. Israel's war with Hamas spiraling into a bigger, potentially much more lethal war with Hezbollah, now inching closer to reality. A month-long series of tit-for-tat strikes between Israel and Hezbollah erupting into the worst violence in decades. Israel upping the ante with an unprecedented cloak-and-dagger plot to blow up Hezbollah pagers, U.S. officials say, following it up with days of airstrikes pummeling southern Lebanon, killing well over 500 so far, according to Lebanon's health minister. And Hezbollah retaliating with its own missiles and rockets targeting Israel, civilians on both sides of the border fleeing in fear.
I have a message for the people of Lebanon. Israel's war is not with you. It's with Hezbollah.
The Lebanese militant group overshadowed by Hamas since the terror attack on Israel on October 7th that set off the Gaza war. But Hezbollah never forgotten by Israel's security establishment, which has always known where the bigger threat lies.
Is Hezbollah a more formidable military foe for Israel than Hamas?
Yes.
Hezbollah is many times over a more difficult adversary for Israel than Hamas could ever be. There really is no other extremist group in the Middle East that compares to the military capability that Hezbollah possesses.
Hezbollah may be best known in the West as a militia, believed to have a sprawling arsenal of thousands of precision-guided missiles aimed at Israel. But it's much more, the group embedded throughout Lebanese society.
Hezbollah is an international terrorist group. It's also a standing militia that's larger, better armed, better funded than the Lebanese armed forces itself. But it's also a political party in Lebanon where it is not illegal. And it is a social welfare and religious movement that runs hospitals and schools.
The group has its roots in Lebanon's civil war, formed in 1982 to try to push Israel out of southern Lebanon after the IDF invaded. Over the years, Hezbollah has attacked U.S. interests across the Middle East, including car-bombing a U.S. Marine barracks in Beirut in 1983, killing 241 Americans, and bombing the U.S. Embassy in Beirut that same year. It's also fought several all-out wars with Israel, most recently in 2006, a battle that killed over 1,000 people. The group, led by a charismatic Muslim cleric, Hassan Nasrallah, who regularly denounces Israel and threatens its annihilation. Hezbollah's name means Party of God, and it's an avowedly Shia Muslim organization, just like its chief sponsor, Iran. Israel's archenemy. The U.S. State Department says Hezbollah gets most of its money, weapons, and training from Iran. Tens of thousands of Israelis who live near Lebanon evacuated after October 7th as Hezbollah rockets rained down, many of them intercepted by Israel. Last year, I joined Israeli troops preparing to shoot back from the dusty fields of northern Israel, where IDF troops wrote sarcastic messages on artillery shells.
They have just 4 minutes to load up the cannon, get the target aimed at the right place, and hit the fire button.
But throughout the fighting, Israel and Hezbollah have stopped just short of all-out war. Now the world is waiting to see whether that patience has finally run out.
And Josh Letterman is joining us now from London. First of all, great in-depth reporting. Thank you. It seems like Hezbollah is pretty bruised up right now after all of these attacks that it's taken on from Israel.
We will come back to that in a moment. But what I want to do now is give you some further information. So this is a very, very difficult subject to cover today because, as I say, I'm trying my best not to make this like YouTubers do and try to sell the story and all the rest of it. Because it's not about that. It's about today protecting our portfolios and where this is going to affect us. Now, before I bring you some more news about this, where we go next and what happens next, the main issue is if Iran get drawn into a war with Israel, the first thing that's going to happen, and we're not going to escalate Third World War. I stand by what I've said. I don't see that going to happen at all for economic reasons. But what could be seriously affected is oil. The price of oil, even though people in the UK are seeing oil prices, the price at the pumps, the gas, the petrol as it is in England, go down, that's because of the pound has surged. That's not because of oil prices. Oil, we know oil's going up, but once that settles down, we'll see dramatic increases in oil prices and fuel at the pumps. But that could massively impact on inflation here in the US. Don't get concerned about Third World War. That's not important. If people decide that the stock market isn't the right place, where are they going to put the money? There isn't going to be anywhere better than the stock market anyway. We know through history more millionaires and billionaires were created during World War I and World War II than any other time. So we don't want to be running for the hills, but we do want to make sure that we are in the right place and we're not in and out of stocks and trading in correctly. We need to be just staying calm, remaining in the market and doing our bit. So that's what this message is about today. It's remaining in the market, it's remaining calm and understanding what can happen. Now, what can happen is, first of all, oil prices could escalate. That could inflate inflation. Inflate inflation, is that a real thing? I don't know. Anyway, inflation could go up. We've seen only yesterday, and we're going to cover that in a minute, the Chinese stimulus. What's happened in China the last 24 hours has been very, very dramatic. What they have done, they've put a stimulus package together, which is rivals any in their history. They've done these sort of things before, but not all together, with stimulus packages to not individuals, we covered it yesterday, to institutions, to brokerages, to the businesses themselves to buy back stock, but also lowering rates and a whole host of other things at the same time. So we've got a lot of movement around the world right now, and it could mean that inflation starts to go up again in the United States. Add to that, we've got an election and everything else, uncertainty. So we want to be in stocks right now which can smooth this out, because we will come through this. There will not be World War III. Absolutely won't. I'm going to cover why later in this video, but there will not be World War III. But we need a portfolio right now that is free of the rubbish and the risky stuff, the stocks, with the quality. We want to remain in the quality, and I believe, for me, the S&P 500 has even more value now. A good index to carry us through with some good defensive positions. Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, J&J, and all these other things are in there. So we need to be aware of that. Right. I've got a few things I wanted to share. First of all, this Chinese stimulus package. It's all relevant. We're going to cover all these different angles because they bring a picture together of how we need to move forward. China's central bank this week aggressively pumping stimulus into the economy. ETF investors with a taste for emerging markets may want to join the ensuing rally in Chinese equities. Now, be very, very careful. They're trying to encourage you to buy into Chinese companies. We saw yesterday Baba rally. I said to you yesterday that Baba would rally in the morning before anybody else broke the news for you. I was up during the night preparing the news, and I said that Baba would rally, and it did. I'll share with you. This was the moment I brought the news out early in the morning. There it was. I think it was there. And we just about here. And we rallied and rallied and rallied. And I also said to you, be careful. It could sell off as fast as it went up. But I do anticipate a 7-day rally for Alibaba. But it will then go sideways for a while and rally again. Typically, if you look at history, these sort of stocks, these sort of rallies do last for a week. They go sideways for a while and then they peak again. But do you want to be in this kind of stock when when all this is done? People will take their money out of China once again, take it out of these stocks and move back to the quality, the Mag 7. And that's where I want to remain. I don't ever want to move. I want to stay where I am now. I don't want to mess about, in and out, running around trying to find the best deal, because what we've got right now in the Middle East and the escalation of Hezbollah getting involved for the first time in history does pose some extra volatility. And I don't see that as an opportunity to trade. I see it as an opportunity to double down and remain solid where I am in the market. So the 4.3 billion iShares MSCI China ETF spiked 7.5% in midday trading on Tuesday on reports of China's biggest stimulus package since the COVID pandemic. This is very, very significant. This is not the norm, all right? People are, economies, governments are behaving differently than they have done in history. That's why I'm reporting it. That's why I've said about prepare for war, not trying to sell videos. What we've got now is very, very different. It's why I've covered war for the first time on my channel, because it's relevant and it's important for my viewers. It was a similar story across China ETF landscape, with the 4.3 billion Crane Shares CSI China ETF jumping 8.4% on Tuesday. Now, why it's going up is not because these businesses are doing well. China have been very strategic about this. They have given stimulus checks, they have given cash, and also cheap money to businesses, not to people. They know that the individuals in China will not be jumping on this. They'll be afraid to do it. If you go against the government, you can be arrested in China. I know, I've been there. I've seen what it's like firsthand. They're not sure what to do. It's the businesses who are buying back. So all they're doing is inflating their own values. It's not necessarily, they're not building out the businesses, becoming more profitable. They're just buying shares en masse to push up the stock. I don't like that sort of thing, because what goes up pops and comes back down again. I see this as an opportunity for others to buy, to pump, dump, and then rejoin me where I've been saying that it's staying the entire time, and then my stocks are going to rally and stay up. All right? Most China ETFs have been following a similarly volatile path this year that included a peak in late May, following a combination of a stimulus spending, improving economic data, and signs of improving trade relations with the United States. We can go on a little bit more. In fact, I don't want to do too much more on this. I'm going to move on from this. So there's our position on China. All right, I hope everyone's familiar with what's going on there in China. Now then, what I want to do now is I'll come back. What time is it? We've got 15 minutes. I'm going to come back to our main positions. Expect some volatility on the markets, not too much on my portfolio. I think it's going to be fine. I want to bring you this latest report as well. I've prepared this for you. This is important. Need to understand how serious this escalation is and how it could affect supply issues. Now, remember, the Mag 7, the main money to come from their profits, Blackwell and all the rest of it, if we're talking about NVIDIA, is enterprise money, money moving between each other. That's why I want to remain in the S&P. It's got the right balance of tech in it, but it still has defensive stocks. I don't want to be in individual stocks. I wouldn't be anyway for the integrity of the show. I don't want to be in the NASDAQ, heavy weighted on tech. I do want to have tech exposure, the S&P, but I also want defensive stocks. Right, let me bring this to you and explain why this is so significant and why we need to keep a close eye on it. But no knee-jerk reaction, no selling, no dumping of stocks. Nothing is better than remaining in the stock market. What are you going to do anyway? Stick your money in a hole under the ground, lose inflation? What are you going to do? Just be calm, stay where you are. I want to cover this. Here we go.
Deborah, still with us. We just heard there about that buffer zone that the Israelis are trying to put into place, but hearing this morning that there have been more attempted missile strikes.
Yes, including here in Tel Aviv, there was air raid sirens this morning, which is the first time that's happened since this huge escalation in the violence between the two sides. This is the most significant offensive by Israel against Hezbollah since the 2006 Lebanon war. Hezbollah saying today that they fired a missile towards a Mossad headquarters near Tel Aviv. That's not been confirmed by the Israeli side. What the Israel Defense Forces has.
I just want to clarify. I don't want to leave anyone confused. My portfolio hasn't gone down. It's gone up. Max G, your portfolio was 119 yesterday. No? Correct. It's 120 now. It's gone up. This is my brokerage. This is my Roth. This is my overall balance. I'm at another all-time high. Another all-time high. Good investing strategy. Solid. My portfolio is going nowhere. I keep hitting all-time highs. Be calm. This is significant information, but I do need to, answer questions if someone is concerned and doesn't know what's going on. All right. So no, Max G, I'm perfectly fine. My portfolio couldn't be better, and it's going to remain that way as well. Let's carry on with this. This is why this is so significant today.
Said is that they intercepted a surface-to-surface missile that triggered these air raid sirens.
Please do
in Tel
tap the
Aviv.
like button. We want to share this out to more people.
Out of the sky,
we're at 92
and there
likes
hasn't been
now.
any reports of injuries, and also there hasn't been any change to the civil defence instructions here in the city. So schools are still open, the streets are still thronged with traffic, and you can probably see people at the coast side just walking about their daily business. So right now, not affecting daily life, but clearly the concern here is that if this offensive against Hezbollah continues, then will that group try to launch strikes onto Tel Aviv, further into central Israel? That move would doubtless trigger a ground invasion by Israel into Lebanon. That may well be on the cards anyway, given the rhetoric coming from the Israeli government ministers and military chiefs. They say that they are intensifying their campaign. As Alex was saying in her report, the goal by Israel is to create this buffer zone, but clearly the longer this goes on, the greater the risk of escalation into all-out regional war.
There we go. That's the concern we've got now, and this could escalate and really be a major concern for supply issues, and most importantly, though, not just supply issues, as our Israeli member here, one of our family, says, as we know, many tech stocks, many IT stocks, including NVIDIA, have offices and business in Israel. So we need to be aware of that. But there really isn't any better option for us as investors. I'm going to just wrap this up. I've got so much information I can bring to you today, but I just want to keep this really level-headed today, about the economics, about the wider picture, and bring calm. Even though, people do their own thing, I feel a responsibility to bring good news factual news, not based on sensationalism, not trying to sell videos for the benefit of the viewer, not the benefit of me. So I'm not going to do the drama and say World War III or this is bad. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to give this final message before we prepare for the opening bell. The opening bell is just a few moments away. Let me just close with this final thought. Today I did, for the very first time, a different style of video for a very specific reason. I used this title here, War Prepare. I hope it's not dramatic and trying to sell videos, but it is a message of preparation for a wider conflict. However, this is a channel for the people. It's about the people. It's not about me. It's not about selling videos. What do we do as investors? That's what this channel is, investment and news, of course. This news today is very significant. It is a dramatic escalation. Hezbollah have never invaded or never fired upon Israel. This is a brand new level, an escalation we've not seen before. And at this point, it was worth bringing you this news. What do we do as investors? Well, I say to you this. There's nothing better than remaining in the market. If you look through history, more millionaires, billionaires were created during World War I and World War II than any other time. So there's no better place to be. However, where should we be? What should we be doing? Should we be concerned? Should we sell out all our shares and stick it in gold, stick it under the bed? Absolutely not. You can't prevent a wider escalation. There's nothing you can do, but the best thing to do is remain in the market, because markets are all about panic and fear. If suddenly everyone starts dumping the stocks could start a run and everyone could get fearful, not because the right thing to do is dump the stock. The reason why a panic can start and the reason why suddenly everyone starts dumping stock is because it's like lemmings, really. Everyone thinks, well, if everyone else is starting to do it, I might as well do it. That way I can avoid the drop and I can buy it back cheaper. Nothing wrong with that. However, if we all just stay where we are, everything is fine. Now, you might argue, well, that's all very well for you. You can stay where you are at the top. I'm gonna sell mine if it starts to move. You don't know how far down it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to suddenly go up again. We are in a very different situation than we've ever been before. First of all, this is a whole different level on a war footing. Hezbollah, Iran-backed, joining in the fight is something we've never experienced before. It's a whole new level. That's not good. But also, we've got businesses, businesses like Palantir, AI technology, which will benefit the West, benefit all the businesses that we own in the S&P 500, nearly all of them, and make them stronger. Now, to sell out your portfolio and run for the hills, I don't think is a good idea. However, you do need to have money on hand to buy the greater dip. There could come a big crash. Well, that's why I'm spending the time now not buying on the way up. I'm holding my positions. I'm reducing my margin month in and month out. Things aren't going to happen in 5 minutes. I've done 3 months now of not buying shares, of reducing my margin. So I've got more money on standby. I'm back up to 54% now margin buffer. That's 4% higher than I was 3 months ago. So if the markets do drop all of a sudden, and they can drop very, very quickly on some sort of breaking news. For example, if the escalation went one step further, there was boots on the ground. If Israel walked into Lebanon, you would see a flash crash. You would see, and it could come middle of the night on the S&P at 2 o'clock in the morning. Remember, the stocks trade 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. At 2 o'clock in the morning, you could suddenly see a 5-10% crash, a flash crash. I look for those moments. I have buy orders prepared for those moments to buy more. I know exactly what I want to buy, the S&P 500. I know exactly how much I want to buy it by and how much I want to pay, because essentially I'll continue to use margin forever as long as we get significant drops. Now, I don't mean if we rise 20-30% from now in a year from now and then we drop 10%, because that will still be 20-30% up from where I bought in the first place. No, not doing that with my margin. But if I can bring my cost basis down, in other words, if we get a 10 or 15% flash crash, that will take my brokerage position in the S&P back at neutral. I can then buy more because over the last 3 months, I've reduced my margin. So my final words are, this is a massive escalation. This could now trigger a much, much bigger global situation. However, it's not going to bring World War III. Even if it did, if you took all your money out, what are you going to do? It doesn't make any difference. If they drop nuclear bombs all over the world, no one cares of your money in Robin Hood. There's no point thinking like that. So there's no point selling out. You could say, well, I'll sell now and buy the dip. Well, we might not get a dip because the businesses are very different now. It's enterprise money, AI, which is a problem solver for a war. You might actually find our positions, good positions like what I have got, the S&P, actually go up and not drop. And then you're going to miss out on it. Ultimately, it could drop, then you just buy more when it does. But have patience. You know your cost basis. You know your average price for your stocks. Wait till it drops significantly. Don't pile in on margin with a 1% drop, a 2% drop. What's the point of that? If you are using margin which costs you interest, you have to wait for a significant drop. That's why I like to be all in with my cash. I don't have this fear of, oh, I wish I had more money. I wish I was in. I'm already in. I'm not going to be fearful. I don't care if it drops. I'm not going to get a margin call. My portfolio would have to go down about 60% for a margin call. Of course, there are those on YouTube who are saying World War III is imminent, 60% crashes are imminent. All of that is rubbish designed to sell videos to make them money. My final message is, if you are an investor, stay invested. If you are an investor, stay invested and keep yourself informed on what's going on. Look for those flash crashes. Look for the news to suddenly break and suddenly we see boots on the ground. I don't see it, but if we did, there'd be a drop. Have money on hand. For me, it's margin all the way because I'm fully invested in cash. I'm not selling out. I'm not worried. And honestly, there could even be a boom because the companies that we own could do better. Money will move eventually over the next couple of months out of China once again because their stimulus package is not enough. It's not going to save their economy. People will take their profits from Alibaba and all those kind of things, move them back into the Mag 7, the quality stocks, and then I will boom once again. So today is a dramatic day. It is an escalation, but it's a day for thought, process, structure, discipline, calmness, and you'll be absolutely fine. If the worst thing happened and World War III broke out, it's of no consequence of how much money you've got in the stock market anyway. So you might as well just remain exactly where you are. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put another playlist which will be helpful to you. And down here, I shall put my psychology of investing, my latest video I've just recorded. Cash is most certainly not king. Go and check that out. 1 minute before the bell goes. I hope you enjoyed this special this morning. It was here just to provide information to calm you all down, not to sell videos, not to benefit myself. World War III isn't about to happen, and we're all going to be fine. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right, okay, let's get ready for the bell. We don't need that anymore, we don't need that anymore, we don't need that anymore. Okay. How many people stayed with me during that? That's a great shame. I had 150. Oh, no, it went up. Oh, that's nice. It went up. I thought people switched off for that. It wasn't dramatic enough, but no, good. It's gone up. That's good. Right, here we go. Okay, a few seconds to go before the bell. Let's see what happens.
Companies have such great valuations and are loved by investors. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean they're doing anything illegal or wrong, but it just does show you that there are these moats, and they are the toll takers to cross those moats.
Portfolio's going up. Look at that. What did I say a few moments ago? What did I say?
We're really a vulnerable business.
I think this one's funny in particular because the EU targeting Google for so long.
Remain in the market. Remain in the market. Portfolio is going up, another all-time high. 120,000, 180. That's another all-time high. Absolutely awesome.
Opening bell here, the big board president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen.
Let's go for all our positions and see what's moving. Another all-time high, and it's piling up. Look at this. We've got some big news coming out this morning as well.
To your point, though, about Google being the one to be the accuser in this.
Quality stocks always rise to the top. My portfolio is exploding again. What did I say before this started? Okay. Home sales. We're looking for US home sales. That comes out in 29 minutes. This could be a rally into that and then profit taking. New home sales month on month. We'll be giving you that information in just 27 minutes from now. Look at that. Another all-time high this morning, 120,291. Let's go for all our positions and see what's moving. Remaining in the market is always the right thing to do, not running around like a headless chicken. All right, let's have a look and see what's moving this morning. My overall portfolio is up. We like it. The S&P is up. S&P Global is up today, 0.76. Virgin Galactic, high risk stocks with debt going down. No surprise. Palantir, what did I talk about? AI. Palantir will do well on this. It is expensive, but it will do well if a war breaks out. This will do well. Okay. Gold obviously going up because of what's going on. People always turn to gold. Amazon was down this morning on all this news. It's starting to go up again, trimming at the minute because it's very high anyway. Apple, we're waiting for more information about their AI, their new phone. Next year, energy, solar, power, energy is all going to do well, of course, because we'll be shoring up our power. Enphase Energy, this is a 2 to 3x. Coca-Cola, defensive stocks going up. That's another great reason to own the S&P. And I bet J&J's gone up. Let me refresh it. It's not showing on the screen. J&J, come on. It's up today. It's pretty flat, though, to be fair. 0.03. Going to $200. No problem at all. Oil is down slightly, but been trending up. Tesla is going up. They're benefiting from what's going on in China. Rivian, I wouldn't touch it. It could go bankrupt. McDonald's, your own land, always goes up. My best stock in the world is Texas Pacific Land. Google, great value, the best value of all the tech stocks. Microsoft up today. Nvidia, even though it's exposed to Israel, up today, 1.23. It's going to be 130 in a blink of an eye. Just get ready for it. Nvidia is going straight back to 130 and then 140 and then 210 within 12 months. I said it would, and I stand by that. Walmart, up today. Tilray Brands, good value right now if you believe in reclassification, which I do. Robinhood, going up. They're going to do well. More people are going to buy into the markets. Why wouldn't they? IonQ, expensive, going down. Rocket Lab is up today, 0.6. Space is back in the news again with what's going on with Elon Musk. Rocket Lab is going up. Plug, a lot of manipulation. Under $2 is the time to buy it. Rumble is up 0.39. Funware is up 2.83. ASTI is up 1.65. FFIE goes down every single day. It's absolute rubbish. It's going to zero. Omar, with his millions of followers, is responsible really for convincing all his followers. He started a cult following, and that they've all lost their money. It's disgusting, but there you go. As long as he made money, he's a gambler, and now he's taking everybody's money. It's awful. Please do not follow Faraday and do not follow cult-like followings who are there just to sell videos for their own greed and their own gambling addictions. Please do not do that. Bitcoin, I'm all out of Bitcoin. I sold it all at 70,000. I won't be buying any more Bitcoin ever. I'm completely out of crypto. I've done it. I've made my money on it, and I'm out. Baba, going back up again. Remember what I said. This will probably trend for 7 days, go sideways, and then rally once again. But then people will dump the stock and move into quality. Quality will always rise to the top. As you can see, I've hit another all-time high again. Made profits again, 120,273. All right, let me bring all your comments on the screen. Now then, we are just 2 days away. No more live streams. The shows are coming to an end. This is the end of season 3. I haven't had a break for 2 years. I'm here 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. And to be honest, I work the same at the weekends. You just don't see me preparing, but I am. I haven't had a break, and I'm taking a break for the whole of October. However, for the first week that I'm on a break, I'm going to be in the studio with you. Sorry, not with you. I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be in the studio. There's going to be refurbishments being done. The extra channel is going to be live. If you've not subscribed to the extra channel, you need to be. We had a vote yesterday, and you decided that you wanted the extra channel to run every day, may even be 24 hours a day, to give everyone, the family, the community, to stay together. So it's a free channel, but it is members only to chat, and it's going to remain that way because we're not trying to grow the biggest channel, but we don't want one full of bots and scammers. So it's 99 cents, the cheapest I could make it, to allow people to communicate with each other without bots and scammers and buy my Bitcoin and just rubbish. We don't want idiots coming in, right? So it's going to be running throughout the time I'm away. It's running now, but it will be running as extra while I'm away. It might even go live even more. It might go live 24 hours a day, and it will give you the opportunity to stay together. I can pop in, say hello, I update you with news. You can give me news. I can post things out on X and keep everybody updated. Hopefully you'll find that useful. So if you want to be part of Extra, hang on a minute. I've just seen some news there. What was that? Hang on a minute. That might not be anything. Let me just check this a minute. Notification. What was that? Notification. Let me have a look. No way. Hang on a minute. This might not be anything. I'm just checking. Just bear with me. I'm just checking some information here. This might not be anything. It might just be Robin Hood just promoting stuff that's all I already know about. Let me just check. No. I'm ahead of the news all the time and stuff like this. Yeah, we lowered our interest. They're doing a promotion today to tell everybody they're lowering margin, but I already know that. But those that are not paying attention, of course, might go, buy some shares today. So anyway, whatever. I thought it was something important. It wasn't. I completely forgot my train of thought now. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to give everyone the link to Extra. So here is the Extra channel. There's the Extra channel. This is going to be live throughout the break. And you can then communicate with everybody. Let me show you. This is how it works behind the scenes. It won't be like it might be like this, but I doubt it because the studio is going to be shut down. But it's going to run, and there'll be live chat, so you can go in here and talk to each other and share comments and stuff like that. 99 cents if you do want to chat. There's not really much point in not being a member during the break because I'm not going to be saying anything. I might be in the chat talking, but I'm not going to be online. I'm not going to be on air like I am here now. So you might want to be you might want to go It's worth 99 cents to be a member. That way you can keep the community together and so on and so forth. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Right, so we're about to take that 1 month break. Studio is green. Let's turn it green. We don't like red if necessary. Okay, there we go. Let's read your comments for a moment. Let's have a look. Hi, Henrik. Good morning, afternoon. Octavio. Good morning. Steve Gaston. Mike. What a silly comment that is. You can tell that's not a member. War, blah, blah, over and over. First time I've ever mentioned it. The first time I've ever mentioned it. So there you go. You're completely inaccurate with that. It's the first time I've ever mentioned it. Much love from Israel. Thank you, Ron Lieberman. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining in. We are strong. We will get through this, Ron. Lovely. Thank you for being here. If you become a member, let me give you the link. You can call in. You can be live on the show. There is a membership. I'd love a live link up today from Israel. You'll notice 98% of our live viewers are members. You may have seen there was a troll yesterday in my YouTube videos who commented, who said this guy is a complete liar and scammer. He said he's got more views than Mr. Beast. Never said that. I said I have the highest engagement rate. I have more members. My percentage of members to live viewers is 98%, the highest in the world, and it is. It's more than Mr. Beast, Meet Kevin, Bloomberg combined. But of course, the person didn't listen to what I said, just said, Martyn said he gets more views than Mr. Beast. Yeah, of course I do. He gets 1 million views every time he puts a video out. So how ridiculous is that? I wish people would pay attention to what I actually said before they started trying to spread false information. With the Fatmids and the Egyptian army, the protective wall for Israel from the Sunni jihadists, Gaza 2024, with open fronts. Okay. If you want to call into the show and be on the show, share your thoughts. Thank you, Ron. Zaxates from Israel. Lovely to have Ron here. Hi, Frederick, and welcome. Thanks, Tim. Yesterday, the gold has skyrocketed, and today it's already up 0.22. Yes, gold is going to continue to rally. There's not much doubt about that. Martin, consider the changing the first time ever on the title. Hezbollah has been attacking Israel from the Lebanon border with rockets for over a decade. Consider changing the first time ever. No, the way that this has been done is the first time ever. I was very particular of the news that I shared with you, and I wanted to be absolutely clear. It is the first time ever. And if you want me to give you some clarification, I will do that. I've got some information here that I actually checked. Here we go. So I wanted to be absolutely clear. First time in history that Hezbollah has targeted Tel Aviv, IDF says. Israel says this morning marked the first time that Hezbollah has fired a missile towards its economic capital in history. This is the very first time that this specific thing has happened. This is very, very different than just over the border fighting and messing around with each other. This is a whole different level. I did check my title. I did check my facts before. I want to be absolutely clear. What I said to you today was factual. It wasn't done to sell videos. I'm not Meet Kevin. All right. I know a bit about history. Meet Kevin doesn't know anything about history. Zaxay even said correct. Right? Zaxay, look at what I'm saying here. Please be clear. Words are important. Accuracy is important. Right? Look what I'm saying here. Parzival 0 is not correct. This is directly from Israel. What has happened here is a first. Okay? I'm not going to do any more on that right now. But no, I checked my facts and made sure that I got it right. Okay. Tomorrow we'll have a speech from Jerome Powell. Another boom for the market. I'm undecided at the moment. I'll let you know about that one. I got my best mate into investing and a few weeks back, but I had to stop talking to him on it because he started sharing videos on getting out of the market, timing until next year. I refused to watch them. Yeah, I wouldn't take that as a good idea. Get out of the market until next year. That's always a bad idea. I know why he's done it, Christopher, because it sells videos. People watch doom and gloom type videos. I won't do it. I never have done, never will do. All right. GoDB, morning all. Good morning to you. Thank you for your lovely message. I think did you send me a message? Discord? You sent me a lovely message. Thank you. Or it may have been on YouTube. Somewhere I've seen a nice message from you and I really appreciate it. I love that you're covering the news now. I always had to swap videos before. You're welcome. Thank you. NVIDIA bought this year. Both are, yes, we covered that. Israel strong, Israel companies. I've got lots of family there. Shame on all the fighting it is. Good morning, Zach. Tim Rogers, good morning for you. Slowly convincing me to go all in on the S&P. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm just telling you what I am doing with my money. Thanks. Thought you diluted. No. I don't sell the stocks. If I was ever going to sell any of my stocks, I would tell you first. There. In the chat, I've just put you my X account. That's where I tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. So if you want to know what I'm going to do or how the markets have changed and how my ideas have changed, because things do change and you have to adapt to it. You know, my show might change its style. I mean, anything could happen. You know, I might start growing hair. I might put a wig on. The first place I will tell you about it is on X. There's my X account. Please do go and check that out. Opinion on Maxion solar stock. I like all solar, but I think the two best solar stocks you can own is Enphase and NextEra Energy. Many other solar companies are not profitable and will actually lose money, but they'll be bought out. Their margins aren't good enough. They'll be bought out by people like Enphase. So be very, very careful. I don't know. I've not reviewed it. If you want me to review it while I'm gone, my first week of my holiday, I'm dedicating to your reviews. So if you want me to review a stock for you, you've got to be a member and do a holiday super chat. I say a holiday super chat because it's normally whatever you like. But if you want me to do it, it's got to be at least $10. I'm going to do all of the reviews over the first week of my holiday. Crag, was it you who requested You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round, was it? I'm learning that for Friday, the last ever concert, for at least for a month anyway. I've learned Heroes for Zach Zate. That's why it's all over. Plus, it's on a different view. Markets volatile opinion. That's why it's all over. Plus, it's on a different view. I'm not sure what Kevin's saying there. Good morning, Martin. Your channel is getting better and better. All that hard work is showing. Understand you need a holiday. Happy for you. So sad for us after this news. Thank you very much, Charles. Good morning, Chris Schultz. I don't on it, but I don't know. I haven't looked in months. Hezbollah never fired at Tel Aviv. They fired daily hundreds of rockets since Hezbollah never fired at Tel Aviv. Well, we just had it confirmed that they have, Ron. So I've just shown you the evidence. I've shown you the text. I've shown you the live feeds. Good morning, crew. What's the day to... they were shot down, by the way. Anyway. Good morning, crew. What's the day to do? Yesterday was great, so I can hardly wait. Such a shame that the world is ending because the world isn't ending. The world isn't ending, Matt. Correct, Ron. They are using Iran's intercontinental ballistic missiles. Good afternoon, Lucasades. Zach, you are from Israel. Ron is from Israel. You are both welcome to call on in. Zach, you know how to do it. If you want to be live on the show, please call in. Love to have you on the show if you want to call in. Let me just check a couple of things a minute. Let me see if this is working.
You love stargazing almost as much as you hate.
Come back to that. It's just an advert. Keep an eye on the news. Check the float, says Kevin B. Morning all. Diojo. There we go. Thanks, M. Israel is a massive troops on its northern border. Ground invasion is looking more likely than not. I hope not. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Was it the slang for nationalities that was offensive? I'm not vested in neither. Sorry, folks. Not a problem. We all have a voice here. Hello, Diojo from Brazil. It's cool. Appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. My favorite time of the day now. I laugh every day at the people whooping about something that happens over 200 times a year. I do get goosebumps though, so I'm a hypocrite, says Christopher Shaw. Martyn Lucas Investor. Hey man, the music is very loud. Can't hear you good. Better with no music, I think. Hey man, the music is very loud and can't hear you good. Better with no music, I think. Dawson, was you talking about at the beginning? On the bell, is that what you're talking about? Poet up 5.47. NVDL up 2.95. How are you doing to make the Killer Studio even better? How are you going to make the Killer Studio even better? There's always room for improvement. Always. Mike, should we take bets on if Martyn can really stay away for a whole month without jumping on just once? I am going to join live, but it's going to be on my phone from the garden or location or wherever I happen to go. All right. I think he should have to take Leah someplace nice every time he cheats on her with the YouTube channel on his vacation. NVIDIA is pushing the brake resistance at 123. Let me go back to NVIDIA. We want to keep an eye on that as well this morning. There we go. Look at that. Looking very nice indeed. Good morning. Good morning. Martyn, what is with the Meet Kevin titles? You are becoming... That's ridiculous. That's not what I did this morning. I explained I didn't. I explained why I did it. Absolutely not. There was nothing in my video which was sensationalistic. I said prepare for war. I did not say this is bad. In fact, I said it was opportunity. I did not say... I said there would not be World War III. I said there was opportunity and it was okay. If you watch the video, you would have seen that. You would have heard what I said at the beginning of the show. I was very careful with the title, very careful with the thumbnail. Absolutely right. It's true. He is pumping and dumping the SNP. There you go. Rick McGrath. He's one of my mates. He's having a joke, by the way, trolls. He's having a joke with you. Damn it, Martyn. I dumped the SNP. Martyn... Damn it, Martyn is dumping the S&P on us again. Yes, I am. By the way, Martyn, maybe I haven't been kept up to speed, but you are having your Texas place for holiday during the break. Are you leaving? No, I'm not. I'm staying here. I'm not in a position to be able to afford a holiday. This is the only money I have, and this is all the pension I have, and I haven't got to that $1 million yet. I wouldn't be able to live on this, would I, in the future? So no, there's no spending money. Go all in on fun and DJT, says Crag. Life changing. Yes, Martyn, thanks. Yep, you spin me right round. Ready for Friday. Can any UK investor in here suggest me UK stocks to look at? The pound is doing as so well and the FX fees are really eating up my returns. Yes. I can give you lots of options. Here is if you are in the UK. If you are in the UK, here is the UK Robinhood. Anybody watching from the UK, if you click on this link now, see that there? Look, 3 times. You can get a Robinhood account just like me. I've got a Robinhood account in UK and US. If you click on it, you'll get some free shares. We're giving away free shares today. I say we. I mean, I own Robinhood, right? So, I mean, are we? They are. We are. We all are. Yes, we all are. We're giving shares away today. You get free shares. I get free shares. And I will tell you what I've got as well. If you are in the United States, Here is the link. I'm waiting to see if I've got that gold card, by the way. Waiting to see. I've not had confirmation yet. I'm still waiting. There's the USA. If you want to get Robinhood free shares, click that and you'll get free shares in the USA. Rocket Lab, says Mike. Rocket Lab up 6%. 6% rally on Rocket Lab this morning. If any of my researchers who are members can send a link in Discord, I will make a video on that. That will trend very well. Damn, but it is good now. I have nearly a whole week for the first since when I started investing without adding money to my account. I'm enjoying the natural evolution of my portfolio. I'm going to wait for the dips. Absolutely. Have patience. Have patience. Leave it in the ground. Blessings and prosperity, sir. Thanks for your daily inspiration. You are very welcome. Hi, Martin. How are you doing? How are you doing? I used to trade 212, but use Robinhood now. So much better. I believe so. It's not fully built out, but it's going to get better. Good day, good share today. Hi, Crag. I'm always here learning from all of you. Okay, great. Okay, now then, I've got a couple of referrals to give to you because obviously I'm going to be gone soon. Someone mentioned to me, and I did reply. They said, where's your referral for Seeking Alpha? Underneath every single video. Underneath every single video is all the information. If you look here, this is today's video. If you click more, right, there you go. Seeking Alpha, Alpha Spread, all the links, all the stuff. All right, all the channels, all the giveaways, all this, and blah, blah, blah. Underneath every single video. Okay, and if you go to the bottom, remember I said about clicking more, there's all the links, all the different things at the bottom. And so on and so forth. Now, you know, I often say to you about if you click more, you'll see the links above my head. If I share with you an actual video, so if I go to the video page, okay, and I go to our NVIDIA video from last night, if you click more underneath the video, just there, look, see underneath the video, more, you scroll to the bottom. Remember I said the links above my head? There are the links above my head. Can you see them there? Look? There's the Apple one, and there's the NVIDIA playlist. God, can you believe it? 80 videos now in the NVIDIA playlist. I only started doing it a few weeks ago. Anyway, there you go. So that's how that works. And if you go on the homepage as well, you'll also find I'm now doing lots of shorts for you. Some of you want the news in like 1 minute. If you click on the news, right, so a 1 minute video, if you click on the news, little short, scroll, see just here, it's really hard to show you like this, but if you, in fact, it doesn't let me do it. It's really annoying, right? But at the bottom of the video, can you see just there? It's hard to hold it. Can you see just there, created from, the little play button? That short was created from. So what you do, you can click on that, look, and it takes you to the video. So that way you get a little bit of a taster of the news of that video, and then it takes you to the video, and then you can watch the whole video. Make sense? Some of you just want to find out in 1 minute or 15 seconds what's going on, and that is how you do it. Okay? There you go. Let's read your comments. Hi, Martin. Pity no VU on Robinhood UK. I've gone in with S&P Global. Yes, very wise. Unfortunately, it's not at the moment. That it's not available to invest in. It will come. They are bringing it onto Robinhood, so just stand by. I am going in on banks and National Grid, housing in the UK, energy and utilities too. I think that's wise. I've just frozen my payments for electricity. That's going to keep going up. I have Robinhood UK alongside 212. Really liking Robinhood. Can't wait until they introduce stocks, ISA. And yes, absolutely. Can you do an update on Root Network? Root Sensei will do that on Sunday. If you are a member, you can ask him to do a full chart for you on the Sunday show, 3 p.m. Central on this channel. Martyn will have his millions way before his S&P makes it for him, has convinced all of China that their ancestors will only guide them if they drink their tea from his fancy mugs. Bloody hell. Christopher Shaw, yes, I saw, looking at all these sectors as well, looking to spread my portfolio to the UK. Yes. All right. Okay. Portfolio's going up again today. What did I say today? Don't be fearful. You know, I get so annoyed at people sometimes if they're not listening. So I'm going to do this. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this in here now. We're going to cover some NVIDIA news in a minute and Rocket Lab as well. So we're going to do that, all right? What's the time? I want to do this, 1:15. 1 hour, 15. War at start. 1:15 is war news. Okay, here we go. All-time highs once again. However, from a few trolls, never the members, never the real investors, those uninformed, accuse me of this, for being like the channels that I don't like, selling doom and gloom. No, I wasn't. Take the time to look at the video I just recorded. It is true to say I don't like covering sensationalistic videos. I don't do it. I don't try to sell videos. I try to provide value, service above everything else. It's not about selling videos. It's about providing service. I covered this today and it was a good news video. It was obviously bad that a war is about to break out or could break out. I said prepare for it, and there are good opportunities here where we are investors and we're trying to find the good in everything. There was nothing in my title or my thumbnail that was doom and gloom, other than the facts. We know that war is, we are on the edge of war, but I didn't say anything like YouTubers do where doom and gloom, end World War III, it's about to start, markets are going to crash, doom and gloom, hate, and anything. I didn't do any of that at all. And I also said today my portfolio would reach all-time highs, and it did. I also said it would go up on the bell, and it did. You can see it there right now. Opportunities there. So please, if you are about to criticize me because you're saying now Martyn is selling videos on war, remember, I believe it's the first time I've done a war video. I did a whole hour-long video explaining the history, the facts, the benefits, the not the benefits, but the opportunities as an investor. I asked for calm. I asked you to remain in the market. I said we're not going to have World War III. I said we're not going to have a crash. I gave a positive message to help support, calm people down, not sell videos. Nothing about this is to sell videos. It is to help people. And I was absolutely right. The market did rally. I have hit an all-time high again. So please go and check out that video. If you want to know exactly what I said, don't just look at the title. There's nothing in there which says World War III, markets are going to crash, is there? No. War, prepare. Simple as that. Please do go and watch the whole video. I'll give you the link above my head, down below in the description. It'll also be pinned to the comments, and I shall put the video here, which you need to go and see. Go and check it out, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know about the opportunities here and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. Go and check that out. And down here, the psychology of investing part 2, cash is most certainly not king. I prove it if you watch it all the way through. Again, the trolls and the great unwashed unwashed, watch the first 10 seconds and go, no, I've seen it. No, you haven't. Watch it, and I prove to you unequivocally that cash is not king. And then you can have a portfolio like this. Remember, I started with $5,000, never done options, never shorted the market, and I'm now at $120,239. Must be doing something right, okay? Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay. Yeah, the great unwashed. Yeah, the stupid people who don't listen. The stupid people. Unfortunately, there are lots of stupid people. And if you're the sort of person, right? If you're the sort of person that thinks you've read a book because you've read the cover, it's the same as if you've understood a video, if you've looked at the thumbnail, then you are, at very least, impatient. At second, you're probably stupid because you're ill-informed. It's just a fact. If you don't like it, change it. Read a book. Read it. Study it. All right? I'm not going to beat around the bush. I get so tired of people who just read the first 10 seconds and then send me hundreds of messages. Anyway. I have 800 and put it all in XRP. Oh dear. I've got nothing in it. I've sold all my crypto. There's too much evidence now that, well, I don't want to use the word scam, but I think you all know what I mean. I think it's possible under portfolio, games workshop. I've done this well this year. Good day, everyone. Good day, Martin. Your investing chart is quite a lot today. Nice. Good day, everyone. Good day, Martin. Your investing chart is up quite a lot today. Nice. I'm looking into some ETFs I got my eyes on recently, and I'm on the lookout for those overlaps now. My average on NVIDIA. I love the title. All this doom and gloom is good and will definitely benefit my 3x short. Oh my God, who's this flipping idiot? Look at this. Meet Martyn Lucas. Benefit my 3x short. You're going to... I'm paying no attention to that. 3x short, meet Martyn Lucas. You didn't spell my name correctly, so there you go. Good for you. I have 1,000. Where should I start? Well, I used to have a lot of XRP and a lot of Bitcoin, and I sold it all. I don't see any sense in it at the moment. I won't return to it either. I don't need to now. I've got a very, very solid portfolio. That's going to take me to $1 million. Look at this. All-time highs again. Another all-time high. Should we give it a round of applause? We might as well. We keep breaking all-time highs. That was a bit quiet. That was no good. Rubbish. That's better. Okay. That's now Kamala is even able to run for president. Too many morons. Dawson. Everyone can share their views here about Harris, about Biden, about Trump. Anyone you like. Winston Churchill, if you want to go down that road. It's wrong on purpose to avoid me infringing your copyright. Very good. I wonder who this is. Meet Martyn Lucas Investor. He says to infringe your copyright. Well, unfortunately for you, you've already done that. You've stolen my license logo, which if I chose to sue you, I could win dead easy, and I've done it before. So if you want to challenge me, then fill your boots. But can you see there? Look, Meet Martyn Lucas has used my logo. It's a registered trademark. It's my logo. So if you want to play silly buggers, fill your boots, and you get a letter from me, and you'll end up paying court costs. So carry on. Don't bother me. Do what you want. Smart Alec. Thought he was being clever, changing the I, but still using the logo. It's the logo that's important. Anyway, Martyn, meet Kevin, and Martyn met Kevin, and it didn't go well. Dana White arrived on the scene, and they will settle all scores at UFC 319 New Year's Eve at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Could be bigger than Tyson versus Jake Paul. I like it. Let's do it. I edited it. Considered under fair use. All right then, fair use. You carry on. You enjoy yourself. I love all of this. You enjoy yourself. I really don't understand certain people love to waste time. I know. You know, time is precious. You could be just making money, growing a business, making friends, building something, build something. Why would you waste a single minute on being somebody else? I've got a guy on Twitter. It's called Martyn Lucas Parody. Spends ages trying to build an X account based on me. I messaged him once. I went, all the time that you put into pretending to be me, you could be yourself. I don't understand it. Build something, make something. What's the point? Anyway, don't bother me. Do what you want. I'm loving this entertainment. Tan Pet Kong. Do you want to phone in, mate? I need some balance to life because I don't understand people. It always makes me laugh. I really don't understand certain people. They just love to waste time. Remember, you've only got so much time. And it's your life, it's your time. You're not wasting my time. I'm always winning. We're always winning. The investors are always making money. We're making friends. We're building relationships. We're building a YouTube channel. We're building our wealth. We're having a laugh. If you want to spend time larking about doing nothing, then fill your boots. My shorting are working for me 24/7. I have time to sit back. Well, good luck with that, because all the stocks are going up, so I don't know how you're winning there. But I respect your request for me to take down the logo. Ah, okay. He took down the logo. He did it. That saved me a letter. That was good. Rocket Labs. All right, okay. No one's going to send me information in, so I'll do it myself. Unbelievable. All right, I'll do it myself. I'll research it myself. I asked you to send it in. No one can be bothered, so I'll do it. Let's have a look. What's going on with Rocket Lab? I want to find out. They've just aborted a mission, which is a bit weird. Did we get a drop? When was the drop? September 19th. That's so September 18th. We got a rally on an aborted mission. Okay. Starting to learn about it. Okay. Has anyone got any information on Rocket Lab? This is interesting. What's going on here? We're trying to find some latest news. Okay. Okay. Right. I got that. Rocket Lab, and thank you for all you do. Moy Guzman, you're welcome. You are number one on YouTube. Well, we have the highest engagement rate of any channel in the world. That is for live viewers who are members. 98% of our live viewers are members, higher than any other channel in the world. One second, folks. Excuse me a second. Just trying to get some information outsourcing to Rocket Lab. So here we go. This is interesting. Think I know what it is. Okay, I've got what it is. Why haven't they said that? Okay. All right. Got that. Okay, here we go. Very cheap. Reading on the comments. On my main account, yeah, no doubt about it. Rocket Lab, 100,000 in the main account, yeah. Rocket Lab, this is a huge rally today. Yeah, 93, all-time high, 120,000. 300 now. Okay, let's have a look at Rocket Lab. So I'm going to do this at the end. Okay, Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab at end. We're going to end after this. Okay, Rocket Lab. So let's have a quick look on what's going on here. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Rocket Lab up today, 11.34%, and it's shooting up today. Why? What's going on? Well, we're going to do some analysis here and break down this stock. We're going to look at the numbers, the balance sheet. We're going to do a whole back test, and we're going to do everything. Should we just do everything? We just give great service, right? Because we're not going to be here soon. We're taking a break. So the whole of October, I'm going to be off. So I want to give a full breakdown of this. Okay, so tap the like button if you want to see all the numbers, if you want to see the news, the financials, what's going on. I'm going to share with you the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, who's buying on the inside, who's selling on the inside, latest news, trends, you name it. Short positions, we're covering all of it live on this video for you now. But Rocket Lab has just shot up, and it's kind of confusing at first because it kind of when you first look at it, it looks a bit confusing. So shall we go straight into it? I think we shall. Are we going to go to the moon today with Rocket Lab? It's all taking off. In fact, I designed my own little Rocket Lab. Do you want to see it? Look at this. That's a bit like the Neutron in it. Do you like that? I reckon it is. I did that myself. No, I didn't. I sort of did it. Anyway, let's go up to the moon. We're going to make some money today with Rocket Lab, okay? We are going to be at the wall, looking at the numbers, taking some time on this one. This is going to be a full deep dive review on Rocket Lab, and then we'll take a trip into space and see if we can make some money, because at the end of the day, we want to print that gold. You want to dig the gold up, right? So let's take a deep dive now into Rocket Labs and get straight into it. Did you like that? Did you like the intro? Did all that live, by the way. Pretty good, right? No editing team here, just me on my own. And look, you can see it down here on the screen behind me. All of this happens live. Ooh, okay. Click subscribe and ring the bell. Let me show you the news. Now, it all started. Once upon a time, there was a story, and it was called Rocket Lab. Just a couple of days ago, we had this. Rocket Lab aborts launch in New Zealand at the last second. Well, when I looked at the chart of that, I thought, hang on a minute, what's going on here with Rocket Lab? And if I actually look at it closely, the stock didn't actually go down hardly at all when that happened. I'll share, look, this was the 19th. Look here. If we go back to 19th, it's around about there, the stock rallied on this news. And today, it shot up. So what's going on? Well, we need to start at the beginning, all right? So have patience. Let's go through the news. This is what started the news. Rocket Lab aborted a launch of its Electron. You've seen my little Electron rocket I showed you a moment ago. At the last second on Thursday. The company was scheduled to launch 5 Internet of Things satellites for the French company Kinéis from New Zealand. Is that French? Kinéis? Probably not. Rocket Lab said the Electron's flight computer aborted on a ground system sensor trigger and safely shut down the engines. Electron, the launch pad, and Kinéis' payload were all noted to remain healthy. Since today's mission required an instantaneous launch, we'll be standing down from further launch attempts today. The team is assessing opportunities for the next launch attempt and will share more information here shortly, updated on Rocket Lab's media site on X. Okay, great. But the shares were up. It's kind of bizarre, really. This is why you can't, very often, you can't understand a clue what's going on. Anyway, let's move on and watch Rocket Lab continue to rally. So that's how the news started, by an aborted flight. There's no flight. Anyway, let's look at the numbers, the balance sheets, the analysis. You want to have a quick look? All right, let me share this with you first of all, and then I'll tell you what's happened today. Right, so analysis, and I have to give a warning here. I am a Seeking Alpha analyst. It doesn't take much to be an analyst, just an opinion and a platform, and you could be an analyst, right? So just be very careful taking all these sort of things with take them with a grain of salt. What I do like is Wall Street. Even though they're traders, not investors, they're saying a buy. Analysts are saying a strong buy. They probably would do because it's a rock and roll thing to do. But then you go, strong buy. Quant, the computer, who just looks at the numbers, saying a hold. So it's somewhere between a hold and a buy. Okay, so that's okay, right? What about the valuations? Well, valuations are improving. Revisions from F to B to C. We've got momentum from D to C to A+. Revision momentum is good. Profitability has remained the same, but that will improve soon, expecting that early next year. D-. What about growth? D to B to A. So growth is increasing. What about valuation? D+, C+, B-. The valuation is improving because the stock is, if you like, the stock is growing into its current price. So that's all looking good. All right, we like that so far. All right, very, very nice indeed. We're going to go into some deep numbers, and we're also going to look at their X account. But this isn't the good news either. We're getting to it. All right, we're getting to it. We're hosting a networking event at our headquarters in Long Beach, California. This is Rocket Lab's X account. RSVP today to learn more about supply chain open opportunities, as well as our news of upcoming missions and neutron development. That's what's going on. They've not posted, however, this news, which is kind of strange. So just want to take everything with a pinch of salt. They're not posting it, and they normally do post their flights. But I've just found this. This is just a few moments ago. Rocket Lab successfully launches 53rd Electron mission, deployed another 5 satellites for Kinéis. That was what we were talking about a few moments ago. So we know that this news makes sense. However, it's kind of strange that it's not on their website. But maybe it's so new, it's just happened. It's unusual, though, for Rocket Lab. They like to cover the news as they do it. So let's have a look at this news. Have you all tapped the like button and consider subscribing to the channel? As you can see, Rocket Lab is going crazy now. Now, we are going to look at the valuation in a minute before we get too excited and just buy it at any cost. Remember, we're here to make money. We know the money printers going back on in China hasn't gone on quite yet in the United States, but just be careful. Look over the numbers. Seriously, I'm being serious. Look over the numbers. Run your finger over the numbers. You like that? It's good, isn't it? All right, okay. And let's check it out. So in a moment, I'm going to show you the numbers. But first of all, let's look at this news and then let's see if this stock actually makes sense. Let's see if it's worth investing in now, especially now it's gone up. We don't want to be we don't want to be chasing stock. We never do that as investors, do we? Okay. So Rocket Lab, global leader in launch services and space systems, today successfully launched. This is today. This is like just a few moments ago. Its 53rd Electron mission and deployed 5 satellites to low Earth orbit for French Internet of Things, company Kinesis. The Kinesis killed the radio, rad Internet of Things radio star. I like it. Video killed the radio star. 10 points if you comment below who sang that. I'll give away 10 points for those of you who comment with the answer to who sung Video Kill. All right, twice is too much. All right, lifted off. I can see you're all unsubscribing as I speak. Lab Launch Complex 1 in Maya, New Zealand at 11 a.m., which is literally... Yeah, this is literally an hour ago. This is brand new, folks. Hot off the press. Talk about on the button, eh? The mission was the second of 5 dedicated Electron launches for Kinesis, a company backed by private and public investors, including the French government space agency CNES, Central National Duartos Battalion. Okay, replay that backwards and it will be perfect. And provided to improve global Internet of Things connectivity. The Kinesis constellation is designed to make it possible to connect and locate any connected object anywhere in the world, enabling data transmission to users in near real time, a low bit rates and with very low energy consumption. By enabling internet connection to the Earth's most remote locations, the constellation can support forest fire detection, water source management, infrastructure, and energy network monitoring, transport and logistics tracking, and much more. Sounds great. What about Rocket Lab? Rocket Lab founder and CEO Sir Peter Beck said, today's successful launch marks another milestone for Rocket Lab as we continue to enable innovative companies like Kinesis to push the boundaries of global Internet of Things connectivity. With each mission, we are bringing the world closer together, allowing vital data to be transmitted from the remote corners of the Earth. Now, by the way, if you are an investor in space, if you are an investor in Rocket Lab, you might like... I'm not being funny. I'm not. So this will benefit you. Don't benefit me. I don't care either way. It might benefit you to tap the like button right now and also click share. I know I'm making this live, but I rank 2 and 3 for Rocket Labs. After this video goes out, as I'm going to be the first to cover it, I'm pretty sure of that, this video could do very well. It's a bullish video. It'll promote the stock. People will buy it. Not saying I'm pumping and dumping stocks. I don't own it. I only own the S&P. So I strongly recommend at this moment in time in the video, there's 150 people watching me make it live. There's a like button. Tap the like button. Do it. Do it right now. Are you doing it? Do you want the stock to go up or what? Do you want to make money or what? It's up to you. Do it. Ready? I'll refresh the screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if it's gone up. Boom, 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 boom. 135. There you go. It's now going to get suggested on YouTube. We love it. Now then, before you get too excited, can we make money from this stock? Do you want to see more space stuff? Do you want to see more space stuff? Which one do you want to see? Do you want to see this one here? Man in space, going to the moon, right? You like that? Well, I prefer my Rocket Labs rocket, which I developed myself. Sort of. Not really. I just edited it, didn't do much. Let's look at the numbers, because at the end of the day, it's all very well, the stock going up. Now it's going to trim off. Is it going to trim off? Is it going to dump? Let's have a look at the numbers. You should never chase a stock. You should already be in it. As an investor, lots of people are liking the video now, 141. This is going to rank very nicely on YouTube when I put it out. I'm very excited about it. Right. $5 is the valuation of this stock. $5.27. Don't believe me? Look here. However, we cannot use this as a valuation. It doesn't use DCF valuation. It's not reliable enough. So don't use it. Don't regard that as relevant, right? This will not take into consideration the latest news. It can't do. This is done daily. The stock is trending right now, so it's obviously going to go up, but the valuation, I'm always prepared to spend 25% over valuation for a high growth stock. So just make sure, just be aware of that. Okay, that's of no use to me at all. Let's scroll down and look at what is useful. This is what's useful. The revenue is up 16%. 326 million. Was last reported in June 29. Our next report will be out soon, and we shall know in September once we do our earnings. We are expecting a relative S-curve. That is relatively an S-curve. Nice growth. We're up 16%, expecting to increase. That's a good sign. That's a good sign to buy it. Operating income up 0.3. You can see where they were investing, and now they're starting to make real money. You can see it moving up. Very, very nice indeed. If I go back to the stock, it's still going up, by the way. I don't mind buying all-time highs of a company that is going to grow. I don't mind that at all. If we look down here and we look at its earnings, you can see it's still not making any money yet. It's still not cash positive. And its next earnings expected November the 6th. I will cover it live if I get 100 likes to the video when this comes out. If I get 100 likes live to the video when it comes out, I will cover the earnings and it will rank number one. I can guarantee we can rank number one for Rocket Lab, all right? Because we rank number one for Virgin Galactic, so we can do this. We'll cover the earnings for you. November the 6th, I'm back from my holiday, and the expectations are low. So we're likely to beat it because things are improving, and you can see the trajectory is upwards anyway. So that looks pretty good. Shall we have a quick look to see who's buying on the inside? I don't care about Robinhood investors, don't care about retail investors. I do care, though, about hedge funds and insiders. Insiders were dumping back in August. Let's see how much they dumped. Let me see. Back in August. It could just be uninformed. There it goes. Uninformed buys, uninformed sell. There you go. Informative sell. We did have a little bit of informative sell. How much was it? 28,000 shares, $198,000. Nothing too significant. I'm not overly concerned, but that was back in August, not this month. This month we're buying again. Okay, I can live with that. It's just worth knowing who's buying and who's selling. Right, let's go back to the numbers. Let's have a deeper look here. Operating income is improving. Net income is improving, up 2%. Investing cash flow is down 1%. Investing cash flow is up 16%. That's a negative. Operating cash flow is down 9%. Okay, we're spending money on the business. Let's look at the balance sheet. Is it going to go bust, this business? Let's have a look. 1.2 billion in assets, 733 in liabilities. So a decent amount of liability. Let me see how much debt they've got, though. In their assets, they've got 496 million in cash. Substantial amount of cash. On the heavier side, I prefer businesses to have cash, but not too much. They've got a bit of money. That's okay. Let's have a look at the debt situation. 733, long-term debt, 409. Ouch. Not a good balance sheet. They've been spending money, they've been borrowing money, and we know that because, look, the long-term debt is 55%. Now, you might argue interest rates are falling. That's a catalyst. It is. Interest rates are already down 0.5%, and they're going to go down again, and probably another 0.5% next month. That's a good. But it takes a while for that to filter into your debt position when you're borrowing $409 million. But nevertheless, the balance sheet isn't the best. It's not the worst either. Just be aware they do have some debt, but things are going to improve. Income is going to improve. We've seen that. So long term, this could be all right. Let's look at this. This is what's important. Gross margins moving up. 25%. They were down here at 25%. Operating margin was 191% at back in 21 and improving steadily all the time. We like that. Net margin moving up. Still losing money, like we've just shown you on the earnings, but we could have a positive, this could be a positive earnings with all this extra or extra flights they're now doing. FCF margin is down, but moving up. All negative, but all moving in the right direction. ROCE. Now, if you want my software and you want to see this in more detail and open up all of these and get all the definitions and all of this stuff, like I'm showing you here, I can give you this right now. This is my alpha spread. I know the CEO, and he has given me the best deal that Bloomberg can't have, CNBC can't have, Jim Cramer can't have. I know the CEO. There is the alpha spread link in the chat. For everybody watching the video, it's below. As always, it's below in the description of the video, and it's always pinned to the comment at the top, always. All of my members can get a free version of this or the premium plan, a discount so good that it makes my membership for free. That's how good the deal is. I always bring the best deals. If I can't bring the best deal better than anyone, I don't partner with anyone. It's always been my policy. Negative 16% ROA, negative 33%. Oh, and if you are interested in seeking alpha, the information I was showing you at the beginning, there is another way to save money with my referral, and it's the only way you can get this. You get a free trial and $25 off. Again, the links are in the chat and below the video if you look afterwards. All right, always have been, always will be. Without my referral, you have to pay full price and you don't get a free trial. So there you go. Good deal, right? Profitability score 32%, like we said, not making great profits at the moment, but that's improving. We've reviewed this before and down at, I think it was down around the 16. So we are improving. Like I said, not a great balance sheet, 40% solvency, but with rate cuts coming down, income going up, the successes that Rocket Lab are having, this is very, very good. I still would not be chasing the stock, however, today. Wait for a pullback and remain in. This is a long-term investment, right? Worst case scenario, 45%. I don't see a worst case scenario for this. Average, we've got 7% downside from where it is today, and that's the 762. So there is a downside here, but that's not much. 28% on the upside. I can make 20 to 30% a year on the S&P by buying macro dips. So like I said, don't chase it today. Long-term investors who like Rocket Lab, and I actually do like Rocket Lab, would have remained in the stock and would have already been in the stock, and today you're absolutely loving it, right? Great for you. Don't sell it. Hold it. Keep it on. Maybe trim if you want to. But I wouldn't be selling if I was owning Rocket Lab. Absolutely not. I'd be holding it. It's a great, great business. I like it. I wouldn't be chasing it though. I'd be waiting for profit taking or just let it go. Just don't chase a stock ever. Know now it's even better, but wait for it to pull back, okay? Because it probably will. More likely it will. Have we got any short interest to share with you? Let me see, and I apologize for the heavy scrolling. I don't see anything showing at the moment. No. I think that's okay. I want to bring you their latest earnings call headlines so you can see what was said most recently. Let me just fit this to the screen. I apologize for trying to make it fit. There we go. Rocket Lab reported record Q2 24 revenue of 106 million, a 15% sequential increase, and a 71% year-on-year surge. This growth was driven by both launch and services and space system segments, what I just talked about. They're increasing their cadence of launches. Looking ahead, Q3 revenue is projected between 100 million and 105 million, with GAAP gross margin expected to range 25% to 27% and non-GAAP gross margins from 30 to 32%. So obviously things are improving. If we get 100 likes to this video, I promise I will cover the earnings for you. Normally I do it for $5 for members, but I will do it if I get 100 likes on this video. So my final thoughts on Rocket Lab. Shall we go one more time into space? No, we won't. But we will make the little fellas happy if you've tapped the like button. Have you smashed the like button? Did everybody smash the like button? The little fellas are going, go on. This is the best, most honest live stream on telly. You could at least smash the like button. There you go. Did you do it? Okay, let me get my thoughts. Rocket Lab is a great business, well-funded, does have some debt. That's going to improve. Their reliability of their rockets has been second to none. They've been very successful with their rockets. There obviously is a business, a market and a need for this. Do you like the little fellas? They're just there, look. They're sneaking in, look. It's a great business. I'd be waiting for some sort of pullback. Ideally, we've been covering Rocket Lab now for a couple of years. You should have already been in this stock at $4. That was the time to buy it. That was the time to go all in. However, nothing wrong with buying a stock at $20, $30 if it's going to 100, right? It's still very new. It's a long-term investment. It's a long-term hold, at least 10 years. I'd be holding this for 20 years. I'd want to see where this is going in 20 years. Long-term hold. So does it matter if you buy at $8? Not really, if you are prepared to wait. However, we don't like our money locked up doing nothing, do we? I like consistent growth. I like to always beat the market. You can see my portfolio. I've never shorted a stock. I've never done options. And I'm at $120,000. I only started with $5,000. And my only income is on YouTube. And I've only been earning money for a year and a half. The first year and a half, I earned $0. And even now, I'm only earning between $1,000 and $2,000 a month that I can actually invest. So my portfolio hasn't grown because I'm putting in millions of dollars or I've won the lottery. It's just growth. So I like Rocket Lab. I'll be waiting for a pullback. Wait for the pullback to come. People will take profits and you will do well. If you want to buy it now, you don't care about a pullback, that's absolutely fine. I do believe it's going up in the future. It's got plenty of growth, plenty of opportunity to grow, but I would not want to be out by 30%, and that's what you could be once all the dust settles and people take profit. So it's a great business to own, long-term investment. Don't chase it. Let it go. There's always opportunities to buy. The S&P, remember, don't overlook it. I know it's boring. In fact, I don't find it boring, but people often say to me, why do you buy the S&P? It's boring. Well, it's only boring if you consistently like making money without the drama and the stress, and I do. Ultimately, I'll make money by just owning the S&P. And so I'm not going to suddenly dump the S&P and buy this on a rally. Not at all. Have patience. Wait for it to come back down. If it doesn't come back down, doesn't matter. You're all in the S&P. You've not sold out, hopefully, and you'll be good. Click above my head for all the links. All the links are down in the more section as well in the description. Down here, I'll put all the links for Alpha Spread, Seeking Alpha, all of those things. You can get all the software that I use. And over here, I'll put the whole playlist for Rocket Lab. I've done the earnings. I've done many reports on it. You can see how the analysis has changed over time. And down here, the most important video I've done in the last couple of weeks, Psychology of Investing Part 2, and it proves without a doubt cash is most certainly not king. And if you watch it all the way through, not the first 5 minutes like most of my trolls, that in fact they watch the first 10 seconds and think they know it all, watch it through. I think I have made the case to prove that cash is most certainly not king. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, I'm going to end the show. Rocket Lab. Wow, 134 people watching live, 156 likes. That's amazing. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. And today's video was nothing to do with NVIDIA. It was just prepare for war. Hezbollah fires first time ever. Yeah. Brilliant. Wow. Amazing. Sam. SB. Sam, just know I'm on standby to give you your 1 hour of one-on-one service because you're a gold member. That was a great season for Meet the CEO. That was a great season for Meet the CEO. Bugatti, he is running a company and told everything at the interview. Thank you, Zach. Hey, Martin, I think IBX is close to a buyout or big news. Thank you. Here's hoping for all them videos you did for me. And it started to do the big pumps, big jumps. Here's hoping for all them videos you did for me. And I will do many more. You are a member of my channel, and I will do any like cash flow. Up 15% on DJT, not a long-term hold. I know the risk, but hard not to shoot for this one, given the upcoming election. I don't see. I can resist it. I can resist it. I want consistent gains, consistent profits. I'm not messing around. I don't sell. I don't pay tax. I just hold and hold and hold forever, and buy macro dips. That's my strategy, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks, Martin, for the review on Rocket Lab. 148 likes. Thank you, Mike. It's one of yours, is it? Short interest, 11%. Is it? I didn't, for some reason, it didn't show me short interest. Was on your screen just now, was it? Was it? Did I miss it? Hang on a minute. Did I miss it? Was on the screen. It normally is. RKLB. Let me have a look. It normally is on the screen, but I couldn't see it. Have they moved it and you spotted it? Did you spot it? Have they moved it? Because they have the data. They have the algorithm built in. So I was surprised not to see it, but I'm used to seeing it in one particular place. So maybe I missed it. I'm just looking down now. You said you saw it. So where did you see it? Where did you see it? I still can't find it. Where are you seeing this? It's not on earnings. No, it's not on that screen. Where are you seeing it? I'm like, where are you seeing it? This was the screen. You said you saw it. It was on the screen just now. It normally is on this screen. Am I going... This is why I need a break. Where is it? You said you saw it. You said you saw it. So... Because I know they normally include it. And if you've seen it... Can anyone tell me where it is? If anyone here has got alpha spread like me, can you tell me where it is? Because it's not. I know where it normally is, but it's moved. And you just told me you saw it. I can't find it. If anyone can Nope. I don't see it anywhere. No. I have no idea. I can't see it. I've not been able to see it for the last few days. Page 1. Do you mean on Alpha Spread? Do you mean on this? Do you mean on this page here? Just tell me. Was it out? This is Alpha Spread. You saw it on this page. I've just gone through it and I can't see it. Was on your screen just now. Nice one, Sid. Thanks, Mike. With average finally up. Heck yeah, I've been in and out of that stock for years. Up 1.91. Aerospace and defense. Hello, first time. Jacqueline Green. Good afternoon to you, Jacqueline Green. How are you? Welcome. Where are you calling in from? Page 1, I think. Hello, Damien Drakeford. Good morning to you. Page 1, Lawrence Teo. Can anyone tell me? I simply can't see it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the show. Yeah, I can't see it. Dallas. Oh, welcome to you. I'm just down the road from you. I'm also in Dallas. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the show. I will continue to look for the short position. I'm sure all of a sudden I'll see it and go, oh my God. It's not where it used to be. That's why I can't find it. Anyway. I am going to get off, folks. I'll see you back for the closing bell. Now then, we only got a couple more chances to tell you about this because we're soon going to take the break. I'm staying here in the studio, or staying here at home, but I'm not going to be doing live streams for the whole month. I'm taking a whole month off. I will pop on and do some news if on my phone, but I won't be in this studio. I'm taking a break. So we yesterday asked you what we will do is we will run the extra channel for our October like we do now, but it will provide you all the opportunity to talk together, support each other, find out what's going on, and all the rest of it. This is the extra channel where I'm going to send you right now. You really want to, because once I end in October, once I end of this month, there'll be no way of telling you about this. All right. This is the extra channel, and I've given you the link in the chat. Click on that. All right. You can watch and listen for free. However, if you want to chat, it's members only, and I've made it as cheap as possible, 99 cents. That's all it is. But we do that to stop bots and scammers and trolls coming in, and it works, right? And this is behind the scenes, right? Now, of course, during October, I'm not going to be, well, for the first week, I'm going to be sat right here. You'll see me because I'm going to make the first week of my holiday. I'm doing reviews like you just saw me do now for Rocket Lab. If anyone gives me a $10 super chat for the first week of the holiday, I'm not going to be live, but I'm going to do all the reviews and publish all the reviews. So if you are a member and you do a $10 super chat, so it's a minimum, so it's a holiday tip if you like, I will do the reviews for you in the whole first week. I won't be live, but you'll be able to see me sitting here making it. And the idea is you can talk to each other in the chat like this. And during October, when I'm off air, I will probably have a screen showing my balance and some tickers or information, and the chat will be running. It'll be live, and you'll be able to communicate with each other, and it's only 99 cents to be able to do that. As I say, it stops the bots, the scammers, the trolls, and all the idiots who just come in and talk rubbish. And that'll be running there. Now, what will happen is, if I'm going to go live from my vacation, from my holiday, I'll put a little message in here and tell you that I'm going to be live this afternoon. I could be on a beach, I could be sat on the moon, I don't know, on my phone, just a very easy, relaxed chat, just to update you with news and so on and so forth, just to keep communication. And that's where I'll post it. So you really want to be a subscriber at least of this, to see what's going on. If you want to chat with the members, it's 99 cents. If you don't want to pay 99 cents, that's fine, but you can see what's going on at least, and you'll know what's going on. And this is going to run 12 hours a day, background music in between if I pop in and say something. All right? Make sense? Okay. So I'm going to send you there. I'm going to send you there now, just so you know where the channel is, and you can decide if you like it or not, if it's right for you or not, or whatever. But let me do that now. Let me end this stream. I cannot believe I've had such an amazing audience join me all day today. This is incredible. So I thank you so much for your support today. Right. Okay. Let me send you all over to the extra channel. This happens automatically, but I'll also give you the link. Let me just get rid of that pinned post. I just realized we don't need that anymore. That was a long time ago. Here we go. Let's customize this. Redirect to the extra channel. Live. Done. Alrighty. And I'll give everyone the link in the chat. Okay, extra. Okay, there we go. Let me pin that to the top. Okay. Okay. We've got some clown in the chat now trying to spread some false information, talking about asking internet strangers for a holiday tip. That's not what I'm doing at all. You clearly don't understand what's going on here. You're not a member. You don't pay to watch. You watch for free. So this isn't even for you. It's a member's service. It's not even relevant to you. I provide my service for free. You can watch all day long for free. You don't have to be a member. And with your comments, you wouldn't even be welcome as a member anyway. I've seen the trolling and nonsense that you spread. So I don't even want you to be a member. So I'm not asking you for money. In fact, I'm not asking anyone for money at all. What I'm doing is telling people if they want me to make them a review. A review takes me over an hour. I then make the review, I promote the stock, I put the video out, I do all that work. And it's a service I provide for my members. It's a service I provide for my members, and I do it normally for $1. $1. I provide all of that service for $1. Is my time worth $1? No. I can go out, hire a venue, a theatre, and make 20, 30 grand in one night. I do it to help people, and I do it for $1, so it's done, so bots and scammers don't come in and try and take up all my time, like you. Okay? So I'm not begging anyone for money at all. I don't need anyone's money. That's the first thing. But if anybody wants me to make them a review, that's how it works. It's my vacation. This is my job. This is how I earn a living. I don't make apologies for making money out of my shows. However, on my holiday, remember, as a self-employed person, I don't earn money on my holiday, and that's fine. That's my choice. But if anybody wants me to go and work for them on my holiday and make them a valuable video, I have said I will do it for $10. That's not the value of it. That's what I'm prepared to do for my members if they want me to. And as you can see, 98% of my live viewers are members. They do enjoy the service and they do want the reviews, and that's why we're growing. I don't want any money from you, or I don't even want you to become a member. You're just talking rubbish. So, you know, I don't make an apology for earning money from doing my job. I'm assuming that you get paid to do your job, or perhaps you don't. Perhaps you don't make any money at all. But anyway, I don't like silly comments like that. And anyway, some flipping idiot in the chat. Yeah, there's always one idiot, Mike, every show. Why is DJT up 13%? Let's have a quick look at it for you. DJT. Trump media. Well, that's quite easy to tell you why it's up today. This stock is a popularity contest. People are pumping and dumping over and over again. If you look at the chart, it will just show you it rises and dumps, rises and dumps, rises and dumps all the time. So what people do, they don't hold the stock. And again, we are a completely impartial channel. Anyone can share their views. Anyone can say they love Trump, hate Trump, love Harris, hate Harris. You all have a view. You all have a voice. Even idiots like the troll earlier on. Everyone gets a voice here. This stock is primarily for the fans of Donald Trump. They buy it. However, they don't hold it. They dump it. They buy it. They dump it. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. The stock is trending down, keeps trending down. Some of you think it's a great opportunity to make money. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole because I don't gamble with my money. I always make profits. I don't lose money. And I don't want to buy a stock with no fundamental value. Now, someone said to me the other day after I did a review on this that it's a holding company and they're going to buy... Donald Trump's going to buy a platform like YouTube. How ridiculous is that? Rumble have tried to take on YouTube with many, many, many times more the capital than this has. And they are failing miserably. The Trump media is not going to take on Google and YouTube. They're absolutely 100% is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It can't be done. Absolutely cannot be done. So to think that the Trump media is going to replace or be an alternative to YouTube is ridiculous. It's not going to happen. It can't possibly happen for limitless reasons. What this is, it's a protest vote. Those that want to make a quick buck. However, I like to make money consistently and never lose money, number one. And second of all, I like to own something I can sell in the future to somebody else, which is great. I can sell my S&P in the future to somebody else and they will love it. It's a great business for them to own and it will make them money. If I bought Donald Trump stock, right, there's no value. It's just a pile of cash with the promise of buying a business. That's all it is. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't serve anything. It has got no profit. It doesn't do anything. You're just buying it, hoping that everybody else is going to buy it. It's a bit like a crypto coin, really. You're buying it, hoping everybody else is going to buy it before you dump it. That's not investing. That's crazy. People go, yeah, but you can make money really quickly. Can you? Well, only if you time it perfectly, and 95% of day traders lose money. You only hear of the few that did make money. You never lose money if you just do what I'm doing. So I don't think it's a good idea. And second of all, I know this doesn't matter to a lot of people, but it matters to me. If I bought this and then dumped it, I've just dumped it on somebody with no chance whatsoever of getting their money out. Somebody somewhere is bankrupt. Now you might go, well, that's up to them. It's their problem. Well, it is. Fair enough. But do you really want to buy something? I mean, I put it to you like this. If you went out today and you had a car, you've got a car, and you want to sell your car, and you know the engine is about to blow up. You know it's about to blow up. And you know there's a lack of cars right now, and somebody with very little money, just left home, just starting off, wants to buy their first car. They're struggling, they've saved up some money, they bought your car, or they want to buy your car, and you know it's about to blow up. You know that. And you sell it to them knowing it's rubbish, knowing they've sunk all their money into it, and they're going to lose all their money. Would you do it? I wouldn't do it. I absolutely wouldn't do it. I would take the car to the skip and scrap it. I wouldn't sell a pile of junk to somebody who's put all their money just because it's their responsibility. Well, it's their fault. They should have checked. I wouldn't do it. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't do it. It's wrong for you. If you want to do it, fill your boots. But that is what buying Trump, media, and technology is. If you are a fan of Donald Trump and you think Donald Trump is the greatest person in the world, fine. Vote for him, buy his hat, buy a flag, do what you like. No problem at all. I'm completely impartial, by the way. I've got no views either way. Do what you want. However, know what you're buying has no fundamental value. It's a promise, and that is all it is, a promise of buying a business which is supposed to rival YouTube. That isn't going to happen. So what are you buying? You're buying the promise that everyone else is going to buy it, and then you're going to dump it on everybody knowing you've just sold a pile of poo that's not worth anything. Spend your time rallying for Donald Trump if you want to, getting everyone to vote for him if you want to, buy his souvenirs if you want to, a hat, t-shirt, whatever you want. But don't buy this stock thinking you're helping anyone, because you're not helping anyone. And I don't think you're helping yourself, because if you just buy this to dump it on somebody, someone's running around with a stock worth nothing, and you can say that's up to them. But I do compare it to trying to sell somebody a broken car that you know is going to blow up, because, hey, I can make money. That's their fault. They're stupid. No, I won't do it. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. So it's up to you what you do. But that's why Trump's up today. It goes up and down, but it's trending downwards. You've only got to look at it, stand back, and see it's doing what it does every time. Somebody bought it here. Buy, 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 buy. Sell, 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 sell. Down, 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 down. Buy, buy, buy. Sell, sell, sell. The same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't make money. Now, people said to me, well, if he wins, it's going to go up. Why would it go up because he wins? Think about that for a moment. Any other stock, any other business, let's just take Apple, for example. Tim Cook. Tim Cook is the CEO of Apple. He produces iPhones. People buy them or they don't because the product, the service is good, right? If Tim Cook won something, I don't know, smartest man, best looking man, guy with the funniest hairstyle, I don't know, anything. He wins an award. He runs a London Marathon. He's all over Twitter. I don't know. He's trending on YouTube. I don't care. I only buy the business that he runs. So to me, if Donald Trump wins the election, doesn't make his business more valuable, does it? It's still not buying YouTube. It's still not going to compete with Google. It's not doing anything. So you just bought it to dump on it all your mates. And what's ironic is the people that are buying it are supposedly Trump supporters. So basically, you're buying it with your fellow supporters to dump it on each other. Doesn't sound very nice, does it? Now, you might not regard that as important, but I do, so I wouldn't buy it. So that's why it's up today. Do what you like. I really do what you want, basically. Anyway, there you go. So, pays your money, you pays your choice. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here and over here, I've done a whole Trump playlist. You might want to go and check that out, the Trump playlist. And down here, my psychology of investing. Do the right thing. Make money and then pass it on to somebody else. Down here is that cash is most certainly not king. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. DJT stock. I make an in-depth video about the psychology behind buying or selling the stock. In my video, I compare buying this stock to the same principle of buying a car that you know is broken and you're selling it to somebody who's put all their hard-earned money, maybe it's their first ever car, they've sunk all their money into it, and you know the moment they buy it, it's going to break. You might not care about that, but I personally do. So, now on with the video and see what you think of this. Watch to the end and see if my analogy makes sense to you. And now, on with the video. Okay. I will put that out later. I'm going to finish. I've got to get off. Thank you, Mike. Good job as always. Appreciate you a lot. Depends how much money you have. If you have a total of 2,000 all combined, take risks. What do you think about Trump, DJT, and Musk X? Is that a competition? About DJT and Musk X. Is that competition? No, not at all. Not at all. Great analogy. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do you ever see DJT stock being a short squeeze? I honestly, Damien, I can't even waste my time thinking about it. All right. I'm too focused on, I used to look at stuff like this when we first started. GameStop, FFIE, Omar, trying to help people, and I couldn't help anyone. They didn't care. They didn't listen. They thought I was attacking Omar. Omar is a YouTuber with millions of subscribers, one of the biggest in the world. Millions of subscribers. He's a convicted gambler, and he got all his cult following, and I mean a cult following, people that were praying to God, saying, God's going to save us from our trades, and we're going to stuff it to Wall Street. I've never heard anything so ridiculous. And now everyone's lost all their money. And I tried to help people saying, this stock is broken. This stock is going bankrupt. And all they did was attack me. So they all got round their little man and their little friend who took all their money and made them all bankrupt and protected him. Now I don't bother. If you want to gamble, you want to lose all your money, fill your boots. I'll see you at $1 million when I never short a stock, never do options, not waiting for any short squeezes, and keep making money. I'll see you there. But I'm not going to spend any more time trying to find the latest junk stock that we can pump and dump on each other, because it's not productive. It's a complete and utter waste of time. And most people will lose money doing that anyway. And, I can make $1 million but by doing the right thing. It's like, why do I even want to waste my time being an idiot, basically? I ain't got time for that. Major selling on Palantir, CNBC reports, and food companies making new lows, which China going to give markets reason for more selling pressure. If I had $1 for every time Martyn said, all right, I have to get off, and doesn't, I'd be a millionaire. Yeah, I know. You're right. I'm out of here. Stacey Bailey, you're dead right. I've got to go. Should I just do another video? Yeah, right. No, I'm going to go. Right. Okay, let's end the show. Do day trader of the day. Who's up? Who's down? You ready? Okay. I did get a wonderful super chat on my extra channel earlier. Now, I apologize for the super chats not sharing on the screen. They are sharing in the chat. They are real. I am getting them, but I don't know why they're not showing like the little overlays. We used to get little overlays. I'll have to work on this. I don't know why, but they should be. So Oscar gave me a super chat, $4.99. Thank you so much indeed for your super chat. But as you can see, it's not even coming up in the recent events. It's not showing up as an integration. So it's nothing to do with me. My settings are perfect. They're always double checked. But it's not picking it up from YouTube. It's an issue with YouTube. Why it's doing that. So thank you so much indeed for that. It doesn't go unnoticed. I just like to share it on the screen. So thank you, Oscar, for your super chat. I just want you to know I did appreciate it and do see it. Okay. Day trader of the day. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Roll the credits. I am flat today. Stars of our show today are new subscribers: Don Robertson, Antonio, Christopher, George. Wow, John, look at this lot. Paul Cuss, Dominic, Damien, Charles, Rad, and Wesley. These are all the public subscribers as well. There are many more. We gained about 40 subscribers today, but they're just the public ones, people that share their subscriptions with everyone. So I'm flat right now, so my score is useless. Tan Peck is up 2.9. He goes into the lead. Ivan Silver. It's a members only. Tan Peck Hong, 1 month now. I noticed Tan Peck Hong, you have a 1 month badge now. Congratulations to you. You might win today. Tan Pet Kong for your 1 month badge. Martin, just have a camera follow you all day long. Yeah, like Big Brother. Up 0.93, update 1.7. Very nice indeed. It looks like our young investor from Singapore could be up today, could be our winner of Day Trader of the Day. We're about to go over to the extra channel. It's pinned to the top. It'll take you there automatically. Thank you for today's show. There's still 102 watching me. You've been watching now for 3.5 hours. 100 people consistently. Unreal. These numbers, if you go and check on Social Blade, you see my engagement rate is higher than any other channel. This is just phenomenal. Can't thank you enough. Oh, and so God Made a Farmer. I did thank you yesterday, but I wanted to thank you again. So kind of you for saying, don't worry about my super chat. You know, we had a little bit of backwards and forwards when we first met each other. That was very, very kind of you to do that. Very, very kind of you indeed. 3.34. There's our winner, Marcus Kloster. Thank you much indeed. Thank you. And give him a thumbs up. We love it. That's it from me. I'm out of here. Thank you so much indeed. See you on the extra channel live right now, and then I'll see you back for the closing bell this afternoon. Don't worry about the war. Most importantly, just stay invested, relax, go for a walk, drink some water. I learned that from Mike. He keeps telling me. Until next time, join me now on the extra channel, and as always, most importantly above anything else, do the right thing. Take care of yourselves, and even more importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.